Well, good evening, everyone.
Good
I will
evening.
just go ahead and jump right in, tell you that my emerging technology is called Classcraft. And I put Gamecraft to kind of throw you off because it's a game, but it's Classcraft. And so basically, what is it? What is Classcraft? Well, basically, I guess the best way to sum it up is Sri Ramipati in 2017 wrote an article, a Journal Online article called Fantasy Role-Playing Game Motivates Students to Rely on Each Other to Learn. And I really think that sums up what this is exactly. And he had an interview with the founding folks that started it. It's two brothers, Sean and Devin Young, and their father, Lauren Young. It's been around for 5 years, and it's based out of Canada and the US. And basically, the three things that they touched on as far as the benefits for this app is that it creates good learning habits, more enjoyable for students, and class climate is better. As you can see here, students engaged, the teacher right here also engaged with the students. It's a good way to go. Some of the other benefits to this, according to Classcraft webpage for the school administrators, it talks about the goals in having better culture in the classroom, engagement and motivation. The students are excited, they want to learn because it's more fun, and now you're not just teaching based on memorizes so that you can be prepared for the test. Now they're actually excited and they're learning it, so that's a great way to go with that. Social emotional learning, it's going to be dealing with being able to work as a team, being able to not just think about what's going to benefit you the best, but as a team, you know, your other members of your team and what's going to work for everybody in the whole. Academic performance is also going to make a huge difference in the fact that you're going to do better on the test, you're going to do better on the homework because everybody's involved, parents, teachers, and you're involved, so it's going to be kind of pretty much on top of everything. Assessments, a great way to do that is through the battles in the game, and battles are more fun. It's fun for kids. So, I mean, most people don't think tests are fun, but this is a great way to do it. And here, as you can see, we have one of the most fun parts that students are going to get to do, continuing on the fun, is they're going to get to create an avatar, and that's what you guys are all going to get to do today. Stories and lessons are in the game, so whatever lesson plans you already have, you don't have to change anything about it, which makes this program even better. And the activities, there's going to be in-game activities and classroom, and as you saw in the previous picture, there's going to be engagement going on between the students and the teacher as well. And so now we're going to talk about how this works, right? Everybody's curious about that. And basically, me as a teacher, I'm going to upload the program on the computer, my tablet, phone, and then the students, they're going to do the same thing. As for me, there's online training, there's a lot of assistance that you can get. Basic use is free, and you get about 6 items that you can put on there. So of course, as a teacher, you're going to want to go ahead and add on more for your whole lesson for the year. And you can do that for $8 a month, average, for the whole year. Or if the school decides this is something they want to do for the whole school in general, they'll give pricing for the administrators. Now, what's great about for the students is that they're going to be able to do this from home. The parents can keep in touch with you through the app as well. I can go ahead and send messages to each individual student or as a team, because everybody will get set up as a team. Or I can send messages to the parents, and also they can see the progress that their child is making. And actually, let me touch on this really quick. So on here, some of the elements that we have here is going to be, they're going to have 3 roles, and in the 3 roles, they're going to have mages, warriors, and healers. And so we'll touch on more detail a little bit later, technical difficulty, what those special jobs are going to be. But XP, I wanted to explain pretty much experience points. That's what that is. If you notice that there's pluses in front of those numbers, that means that this is going to be the best way for me to encourage the students to earn points by doing certain things in the class. And typically it'll be behavior or even just in general. But some of the ideas that I liked were cleaning up your workspace, saying something nice to your classmate, helping your friends stay on task, being positive and working hard. And those seem really simple because I will be doing for the younger grades, but you can change it as the year progresses. If the students are changing and they're moving and advancing, you can change it up, make it a little bit more challenging, and it's also very adjustable to whatever grade levels all the way up to senior year. And so again, it works great. You've got that flexibility to be able to change that. And that's what this is here. And then here we've got the HP, which is health points. And with that, the elements there is basically that you're going to be trying to avoid certain types of behavior. And in that aspect, you're going to be removing points. And the great thing about that too is it's going to encourage a lot of the behavior issues that happen sometimes between students with each other. So you can remove some points for bullying, unkind, being rude to a classmate, or just not even bringing your materials to school that you were supposed to have. And the difference with that is with the XP that we saw earlier, with those, you can level up. And so once they level up, you can give them a privilege, let's say, getting sit next to their classmate, maybe even having 2 minutes extra on a test. That might be helpful for some students. And then again, with the HP comes sentence. And the HP, of course, sorry about that. The HP is going to, basically the sentence is going to give them a task that they don't want to do. HP, losing all of their AP, losing their life, is going to get them to have to do something, perhaps maybe an extra work assignment that they're not going to enjoy. And the great part about that is because they're going to be working in teams, it's going to build up hero moments. So you've got some students that are going to be able to step up and say, you know what, we're a team, where can I help you? And this is where a lot of the strengths and weaknesses are going to show up in the team role playing, and this is why it's going to also help build your social emotional development. And here what we have here is a map. And the teachers basically, I'll be picking out certain branches on here. Certain tasks will be for team playing, some will be for individual lessons. This makes it great because then the students are able to work on their own pace, as well as they'll be able to still do some of the teamwork while they're at home. So you don't always have to be together to be able to do all of that. And then a marketplace is a great idea because for teachers, especially starting off, I'm not going to know all of the game plans and all of that. So they actually have a marketplace where you can go for free, and there's other teachers that have done all the work for you, and you can actually use some of the quests that they have, and you can just import it to yours and just plop it in the map wherever you like. So some of the other points and why this is beneficial is going to be that there's been testimony for it. People that have used the program for several years have actually given feedback. James C. is a deputy principal, 6th grade teacher, who went on Capterra, gave a review, and stated that even some of the most unmotivated students end up having that motivation, that excitement for learning and doing the lessons. Allison Klein is an author who, according to Education Week blog online, there's a partnership going on between the University of Montreal with Classcraft, and they're trying to create a software that's going to use all of the data that's being used in the game from the students playing in the teacher's lessons in order for them to be able to predict better recommendations that are going to be for the teachers and the parents that would benefit the students in the long term. Another one was Cameron McCulca. She's an author from Hawaii Today, and it's an online news agency. There was a teacher named Sarah Michaelis. She's been teaching for over 20 years. And she's a teacher at Waipaloa School in Waipaloa Village, Hawaii. And Classcraft actually awarded her an Innovative Teacher of the Year because the company said that she exemplifies what Classcraft is about in their company. And as you can see here, again, the teachers engage with the students. They're working together, and that's really what teaching is supposed to be about. We're working together to benefit the students' education, and so you can't do that long distance without communicating, without having that relationship that you're building. And so the company says it exemplifies the values that comes with promoting kindness, collaboration, and fun in the classroom. Let's face it, if you're not having a good time, it's going to be hard for you to want to remember the information. And one of the great factors about this too, it minimizes the distraction from the teacher having to constantly correct behavioral problems. And the students will eventually kind of start keeping on top of each other about their behavior because they don't want to lose points and they don't want to have the game affected by that behavior. And so on here, this is a great one I like here. This is one of the resources actually, and it's located on the main page on the website, and you can also go in through the app. You'll still have availability to access those resources. And so Classcraft blog is a curriculum dealing with the curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Knowledge Center has to do with support for the teachers, the students, the parents, and the admins. And then there's a search box that we'll get to work on. And there's also a chat box that I used before. That kind of stuff, you get online, talk to someone live, and they can help you out with something really quick and easy. Teacher forums have to do with online training. So you start off basic knowledge about the game, it'll move you up to being a master. And Classcraft store, that's where this comes in. You can buy a poster. This is like $10 poster. How fun is that?
How big is it?
And so then they've got t-shirts for like $20, sweatshirts, stickers, so it gets you more excited about maybe some of the activities that you can do in the classroom. You've got the support for it. So basically I'm going to have all of you go ahead and get ready to log into classcraft.com.
Let's do it, peeps.
And you see the instructions up there. And I'm going to go ahead and start, now mind you, I don't have everybody completely memorized, but I'm going to pass around a code. Brooklyn. Make sure you hang on to that.
Thanks for coming. Are you hiking me?
Sarah.
Remember, turn on the list so you can breathe.
Savannah. Caitlin. Oh, she's not here. Miranda.
Court.
Thank you, Chase. I was actually thinking about using it for this class.
Samantha, right?
Amanda.
Amanda. Why do I keep wondering who's
But
Samantha?
if you want to pick one for
Samantha.
Samantha's not here yet.
another
Okay.
age, you can.
Chase.
Yes, thank you.
You got one.
I know, I'm so excited.
Patricia.
That's me.
Plus 100.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Plus 100.
Next week.
Infinity plus 1.
Too high.
Sorry. Just want to change your name.
No, too much.
Huh? I lost you.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Sarah? Okay. So I didn't get you on here, but you can use this one. Now, don't feel like you're being treated exceptionally extra well, because you are. I actually have, that was my practice one, so there's a lot of points already added on there.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
The benefit of coming later.
Yeah, so you're gonna go in and log in. You're gonna log in as
Mind your
a
way.
student, click on that. Next, it should pop up. Anybody stuck on that area yet?
Yep.
Okay, so. Oh, that's you. Just, yeah, just
Not
use the
up on
code and then you can, just use the name that's on there.
Like, this is the page it brought me to.
Anybody else back here?
Oh, never mind, I found that.
Yeah. And so I'll be able to see here from the app
Whoa.
when everybody has logged in.
She pulled out the iPad and everything. She got you.
Good thing it's not a competition.
I'm just lost like 100.
Did you get one?
Yes.
If it is a competition, who all is all in there already?
Me.
Okay, so you can go ahead and start working on your avatar.
I'm already ahead of you.
You've already done it?
I'm like,
Are you
I'm
having
a healer.
Are you having a hero moment?
I'm having a hero. I'm a healer.
So you can actually go ahead and start looking at the map.
Background. Ooh, I love this. I want this.
How's it going? Are you kicking butt? Beat Chase, please. I will. If there's a dragon,
So
go with
you're gonna
dragon.
use
Always be a dragon.
that one.
When you can't be mermaid.
And type in your username, which is,
What kind of game is that?
or whatever.
This looks very Game of Thrones.
Log in.
So who now?
It says to let your
What, are you a healer?
I'm a healer.
Congratulations, Maddie. Are you ready?
I'm about to be.
Okay, so.
I did beat him.
type in.
Doesn't sound very competitive being a
So
healer.
just to
Congratulations,
kind
I'm
of
ready.
review, you can go ahead and explore.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
I earned experience points.
I want Savannah's pizza.
So you can go ahead and continue on. So basically the idea is that you're gonna
Are you
explore on
stuck?
the map. You're gonna be able to see where you can go as far as work to be able to do.
I'm back to.
It says my code's invalid.
Here's one, Samantha's, if you want.
Sold.
So $5.
Oh my goodness.
Try and see that one. So just as a reminder about this whole app, it's gonna be working on teamwork. Its benefit is about the success in your schooling, in your testing, in the lessons that you're gonna be covering, better learning habits, and then of course, fun.
I'm on AIDS. I'm in AIDS team.
Okay, so.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
as
This is just
far
my
as
classmate. Sorry, guys. I'm just
The
gonna.
login for the, did you enter?
Oh.
Oh, no, you don't have to do
Okay,
that
now I
for this
understand.
one, because I've already logged in, I'm sorry.
I was.
So you
I
just
was
go in
confused.
as.
I was like, why is it so many other people in my class?
No, go ahead as a parent. I mean, no.
Are you okay, Haley? Do you need another code?
No, I told you that. Peggy C. And then that's also the password.
Hey,
so-
the April Fool's alien.
Does she need to put the student
It literally
No.
says. you
Very
should
nice
put
outfits.
already
Let's do
logged in.
cosplay, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Peggy C. the
the accessories.
I can get a pet.
name.
I'm excited.
What are you getting? A dire wolf?
Log in.
No, it's a rock.
I think we're getting a dire wolf.
Just
I
go
want
to.
that.
so?
Yep.
I would go for it.
I'm about to embark on my journey.
Yeah,
There I go.
Peggy C.
Dark quest.
And then.
And Chase never came back again.
Here we go.
You only need to do the code once.
Dark Quest.
Good? All right.
I think
so-
Haley's stuck, but do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, that's basically it, just that there's a lot of teacher involvement, parent involvement. Yeah, and so the mages, you would be able to go into the main class craft page, and at the very top of the page, there's a little tab that says resources. Underneath, you would go to see knowledge, and then there's that box that pops up, and all you would type is character. And it'll pop up some of the articles that they have, and it'll tell you specifically what the healer's jobs are, what the mage's jobs are, and what the warrior's job is. So
I'm
have
excited.
fun exploring. Let me know if there's.
All right, let's give her a round of applause.